Hello everybody, welcome guys, happy Tuesday. As you hop on today, be sure to say hello, let me know how your Tuesday has been for you all. We're here to finish up what we started last night. So after I got off the live last night, guys, I did give these a solid third coat. It was my fault. I should have just sanded the boxes down first because it would have took off that shininess, but I did not. I failed. But this is the dark blue, okay? This was the deep blue. This was the golden sunset. And then we did the true burgundy, okay? So what we're here for is we are going to add our stencils. The words on that I picked out for my stencils, we're going to ink it up. And then I also brought out this little tool here that Miss Bonnie sent me. And it's to do the little, you know, where you dip it in paint and you sprinkle over the paint. I'm gonna do that, but I did pull out a primitive star and I have a little bit of paint here. We are gonna add the star to the bottom of my little crow stand, okay? Hello, Miss Wanda. Hello, everyone. Thanks for hopping on. I'm gonna go ahead and get us pulled up. Thank you, Miss Wanda. I love the three colors together, Wanda. It does make it definitely a primitive decor. And hello, Miss Bonnie. And I'm super excited. So I did stay down here. I did give them a solid coat, a little bit thicker. So then they had all night to dry. So I did, before I came live, I did take my sanding block and I did try to like distress it a little bit, but I forgot that there is designs underneath. So we're gonna skip the distressing part and I'm just gonna ink it. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the star and then we'll do the inking and then we'll save the distressing for after. Miss Bonnie, how is your headache? I hope it went away for you. So as you hop on, be sure to say hello. Hello, Miss Karen. Hello, everyone. So I am just going to use the golden sunset that we used last night for this box. And we are going to paint my little star here. And we will add some little distressing to him as well. But he is going to go on the stand for my little crow here. All right. So we will let him sit and bake here while we add the rest of our little stuff. Did everybody have a good Tuesday, guys? And did you guys check out my reel that I just recently made not too long ago? Guys, because it's so cold and damp outside, I just did not want to go outside to throw our pork chops on the grill today. And I always try to come up with different things, different ways to cook meat. So I came across, what the heck did I do with my Facebook? I came across the TikTok video today. Of course, you know me. I love my TikTok. Love my TikTok recipes. And I shared a reel with you all and an after completed pork chop. And this guy was on TikTok and he showed a really yummy way to make fried pork chops. And I showed it. So if you guys check that out, let me know if you guys have ever done it that way before. I make fried chicken and all of this stuff, but I've never made fried pork chops. Breaded pork chops, actually, because you do the eggs, the flour, the breadcrumbs, and then you put it in a pan of oil. 8 to 10 minutes on one side, 8 to 10 minutes on the other side, and it's done. And let me tell you guys, they were very, very tasty. And pork chops are very hard to get just right because sometimes they come out really dry. And these were so, so yummy. I just have to say, they were very yummy. All right, so now that I'm talking about food, we are going to add some words to these. Hello, Miss Rita. So I do have some primitive stars that we are going to stencil on my boxes. But these are the words that I'm going to be using. Never heard of it and never done it. Really? Well, Miss Karen, I've never did it before either, but I swear for a pork chop, it's my favorite. It is on my all-time favorite right now for a pork chop. And it's literally, you just dip it in all the stuff, add your seasonings, 8 to 10 minutes on one side, 8 to 10 minutes on the other side, and your pork chops are done, and they were so juicy. So very juicy. Exclamation notify. Thank you, Miss Karen. It's better. My head is a little sore, but I'm hoping I can go get my nails done tomorrow. That will make you feel better, Bonnie. Yes, it will. It will make you feel better. All right, so we are going to do some of these, you know, guys, because these little things here are not, these little spaces on these boxes are not very wide. So we might have to try to layer them. No sauce, no cheese, no. I used breadcrumbs, eggs, flour, and my seasoning. That is it. So I explained it in the post. If you did not check it out, read it. You take your pork chops, you dip them in the flour first, then you take it out of the flour, dip it into the eggs. From the eggs, you dip it into your breadcrumbs, coat it on both sides, and throw it in the pan. No cheese, none of that. All right, I am a little nervous about using tape on these boxes, but I want it to stay down. I'm wondering if I really need the tape. But I don't want it to move on me. So we're going to try just a little bit here. We're going to do just a little bit. Yes, check my post out. I made a reel and I just showed all the stuff I was using. Check it out. All right, so I am going to be using the Golden Sunset, guys, for my stenciling, at least for the blue, and probably for the red I might use black. For the gold one, I'm going to use black, but for the blue one, I'm going to be using the Golden Sunset, because black you're not really going to be able to see. So I'm going to use the Golden Sunset. Yes, because my husband always frowns a lot about pork chops, and I always did as well, because pork chops, depending on how you cook them, they can come out very, very dry. And that's the last thing that I hate, is dry food. Hate it. Hello, Elizabeth. I made buttered chops, dip pork chops in melted butter, coat with breadcrumbs and garlic bake. Yep. You can also bake them. Yep. I actually saved two different recipes today to do with pork chops, and one was a bake. So I will be trying different ones for sure. Look at that. See how it's shiny? I'm not a fan of the shininess. Not a fan of the shininess. Oh, the blue is satin. That's why. The blue is satin. That would be why, guys, it's shiny. I just totally did not read the directions of these paints at all. Story of my life. All right, so I'm just gonna hold this. We're going to make a star. Thank you, Karen, for inviting everybody. Where is everybody today? It's Tuesday, guys. Where the heck are you? I'm here. Where is everybody today? Okay, there's my star. And we're going to do a star on this side. Karen is on a roll. She is inviting all the friends who is tardy to the party. Okay. Hello, Miss Rita. Did anybody have any sun in your area today? Because we had no sun. We did have some rain, but it is just so stinking blah outside and cold and damp in our area. So look at this, guys. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna distress them after they're done drying. But that is 2 of them. Maybe no notifications. I haven't had any in a while again. I sent out a telegram, and I also made a post on Facebook. No sun for you either? Nope, none for me either. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. Like today just felt like a day that I needed to be in my jammies all day and just do stuff around the house, and I could not. I was working today. We did have some for a while, and it was in, oh, okay, so you did have some. Hello, Miss Ray. You did have some sun. That's not always nice. Just wiping this off so I don't smear it. Ooh, you got a Facebook notification? Okay. Guys, if you guys are not getting notified either which way I have been making them, type in the comments here, exclamation notify, all one word. They say that helps, but I'm not really sure. Sorry, I was arguing in TikTok. Whoa. We had sun but windy. Wanda had warm and sunny. Guys, I'm so jealous. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to the black. We're going to do this one in black. And like I said, guys, these words are kind of really big. So I'm going to have to like split it a little bit. Like I want the old and early. So I'm just going to split it. How are you today, Miss Diane, besides arguing? Why are you arguing on TikTok? How can you argue on TikTok? Are you on a live? Is that what you're doing? Come on. That might give me enough. I'm not really sure. But we're going to figure it out. I know, we're all like curious. What have you been arguing about, Diane? Diane's arguing on TikTok. That's very interesting. That's good. I'm glad you're good. Alright, so we're going to do old. Yeah. Old and early will fit on here. I just have to do like the stack. I have to stack it. Hello, Melinda. Oh, you're arguing over Trump? No way. Stop it. Are you really? All right, hold on. I have to turn off my heater, guys. I have to turn off the heater. How are you today, Melinda? Look at what it looks like so far. So we're gonna put early underneath, okay? I just have to make sure that it's dry. They kicked you out? Girl, you done upset them. That is funny. Thank you, Miss Karen. Bonnie's laughing at you. Come on now. Just do what you're supposed to do, girl. Why, do they have some haters? Are they having haters over there? Oh, crap. Crapola. Too funny. Is that like Facebook and you go to jail? I don't think so. I think they just kick you out of the group. I don't really know. I don't really like engage. I watch a whole bunch of them and I follow a bunch of them, but I've asked a couple of questions, but I don't know if they have like TikTok jail or anything like that. No, but if I said wrong words, TikTok can flag me. Okay, so on TikTok it's a flag, right? All right, so there's the old and early. How stinking cute is that? That is cute. All right, so now we're going to use this star here. And we're going to do a star on this side, but it's going to be in black. Diane, they're not as strict over there on TikTok as they are here, right? That's what I'm kind of like noticing. Okay, there's my star. So that's what it looks like so far. That is too funny though that they would get that upset with you. The red one has more bigger centerpieces, so we might be able to actually put a little bit more bigger words on that one. Guys, I was so annoyed with these boxes last night. I stayed down here. It didn't take me that long, but I stayed down here and I made sure I put on a thick coat of each color to make sure that when I came down here today, these things were going to be solid and they were going to be dried. solid and dried. That's all I wanted. All right, look at that. So you got it on both sides. All right, so the yellow one is done, okay? So what we're gonna do now is just put the top on here so it looks just like that, but we're gonna distress it all up. But just let these sit here for a couple minutes here. The blue one is done, okay? I'm not a big fan of the blue one. I will say that because it's a little too shiny for me. Very shiny for me. And I don't know why I didn't notice that last night as I was painting them. So on this one, I think we're going to do what did it say? I couldn't read it backwards that fast without my glasses. What did this say? This one says old and early. And then this one says simplify. See how shiny? Look at the difference. You got dull and then you got shiny. I'm not really a big fan of the blue. Any suggestions on what we can do with that? I don't like the shininess. You're welcome. God, I need new black, guys. There we go. No, it's not because it was wet, Wanda. The blue that I just found, or just realized, it's green, so it's satin. I just dropped the ball on this whole entire... Hello, Angela. Thank you for spreading the blessing. Thank you for hopping on. How are you today? It is satin, Wanda. You could give it a sanding and repaint a different color. Bonnie, do you think I could go over it in a different blue? Maybe like the Admiral blue? What do you think about that? Do you think we could try it? What was I doing here? Country. All right, let's get this one done. I'm not a fan of the shininess at all. And last night, I didn't even think twice to look at the actual bottle. I thought it was shiny because it was wet. Okay, sorry, my family is nosy. Oh, nosy. I would sand it lightly first. Sand it first and then paint it. There's the country one. That one's cute. I like that. I like that a lot. Diane, we can't hear them. That would be a good blue. I think that's what I'm going to do, Wanda. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's get this one done first. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing with this one. And we're going to do, I'm not worrying about going all the way around with this, guys, is because the way that it's gonna sit on the shelf, you're not gonna really be able to see everything. So just really do what you're going to see, but I am going to distress all the way. The distressing is a must, but really the words are not. Oh, they're noisy. I thought you said nosy. There's the star. Oh, they're being loud. It wasn't glossy, it was a satin. So yeah, it had a little bit, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it, Diane, because I never buy it. Somebody bought the wrong paint. Somebody didn't pay attention. Both of us didn't pay attention. All right, so we're gonna do this one over here. I wish I had a very, very small, I have to look for one. I have to locate me a small crow stencil. The ones I have are too big for these boxes because I so would have added a crow, but they're too big. They're too big for this. That little guy bubbled up, but he's done. See that little bubble at the bottom? Yikes and mikes. It's gonna give it character. I'm not even playing with it. All right, so there's the country with the stars. Okay. Now before we start distressing, let that sit there for a minute. We got the old and early, and then we're going to change this one up a little bit. We are going to use the blue, and we're gonna give this a fresh coat. But Bonnie said to sand it down a little bit. I bought that sheep you did. What sheep? Oh, from Temu? Is that the one you're talking about? He's still down here drying, Diane. I sprayed him up good and I'm waiting for him to fully dry. This is what I should have done in the first place, guys. All right, so now we're going to, we still have a lot more to, well, not a lot more to do, but we have more to do. So we're just gonna paint this up and let this dry. And maybe because it's sanded, Temu, oh yes, I love my little sheep, Diane. I bought a chicken off of them too, but I'm waiting to do my chicken project. And we're gonna distress him up too. He's gonna sit into something. He's not really a rooster, he's a chicken, I believe. So I have something in mind, but I have to get a couple things because I'm thinking I'm gonna put that little guy out on my porch as well, but where it's not gonna get wet. Guys, look how good that this paint is going on. I wonder if it was the paint last night and not really the box. That's what I'm thinking, because this is not peeling off at all. Hello, Miss Lee. Happy Tuesday, guys. Say hi when you hop on. That lets me know that you're here. There she is. Yes. Lee, where have you been? You have been tardy to the party. Okay. CC has a lot of chicken transfers. Do they really? They coming out with some good stuff, Bonnie? All right, so we're gonna dry this up, guys. How are you feeling, Miss Lee? Karen, how is your knee? Laugh out loud, played games, and watching TV. Yes, you think so. Oh, Chocolate Tour's coming out with all kinds of new stuff. I see it sometimes while others are posting, but my right shoulder still hurts bad, but surviving. Oh, I hope you get better soon. Miss Karen had some issues last night with her knee. Is she still here? Or did she? Nope, there she is. Still unstable and awkward. Thanks for asking. What the heck? That's what I'm thinking, Karen. I think you have some inflammation. Like water on the knee. You better get it checked. I love the bunnies and the chickens. Hello, Miss Lisa. Tiffany, Tessin, and peanuts? What is that, Wanda? What does that mean? Lisa, how did your procedure go? All right, so just a couple spots here, guys. We're going to just cover again here with the yellow, or with the blue, because of the yellow star. They're the only couple spots that are not, that didn't cover, is where I had put the stencil on. So we're gonna get these done. So much better, guys, right? So much better. Thank you, Diane, for sending me a message. Anytime, my favorite sister-in-law. Oh, the new stuff with Chocolate Tour is what? Peanuts? What's that? They're doing peanuts? Look at that now, guys. That is a better blue. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna put this satin blue way up there, because that's a blue that I don't really want to use unless I want something shiny. So we are going to move this. Oh, crapola. Guess what I did? Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Do you all know what I did? Guys, I forgot to paint the lid. Look at the difference. See the difference, what I mean? This one is real shiny. Whew. That made me nervous. Won't be on Friday or Saturday. Casey and Emma gets here Friday and around noon. You're not going to come visit me this weekend, Lee? Is that what you're telling us? I love Tiffany transfers, but I don't care for the peanuts. She's an actress and DIY creator. Oh, it's a person. I thought those were transfers. Tiffany played Kelly on Saved by the Bell TV show. Is she with Chocator? Is that what you guys are talking about? I think I'm so lost. I think I'm so lost, guys. All right, so we need to cover this yucky blue up. Yucky ducky blue. Do any of you guys used to follow Suki Crafter? Who's that? Does not sound familiar, Diane. Who is that? No, Rachel's surprise party is Saturday. Oh, birthday party? Oh, well, tell her I said happy birthday. I wasn't feeling well in migraine, so I didn't make it. But I have already... Oh, you didn't go to your procedure because you were sick? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You rescheduled it already? Well, that's good. Because those types of appointments seem to be, like, hard to get into. Yes, they are both with Chocator now. She has her own transfers on Chocator. What? Really? The girl that used to play on Saved by the Bell is now with Chocator? What? Am I losing my head? You invited us to come? You invited us to come? I hope you get over your migraines soon, Lisa. They are no fun. Migraines are the worst. The worst. I would rather deal with cramping than migraines. Oh my gosh. Lisa, were they able to get you in soon? All right, guys, this blue is the best. So always make sure when you go to buy blue or colors, always make sure you look. Because if it's not matte and you're looking for a dull paint, told you all my kids be together in one place. That is an awesome blue. I vaguely remember that, Lee. I vaguely remember that. But it's so hard for me on the weekends because I work. Oh no. That's what makes it really hard for me. Did you send out an invite through the mail? He's so funny. He's so funny. All right, so we're going to let this one sit for 1 minute. Okay, let it cool down a little bit. And what we're going to do is we are going to move on and start inking. Yeah, see, I'm the tough one because weekends are bad as far as doing things. Do you know how many things that we miss out on because April 7th? Oh, that's not too far away. That's good. That's not too far away at all, Lisa. All right, so that's what that looks like so far. See the distressing? And what I'm really doing is just going around the edges. Okay, if you want to go over your items, like your designs, you could, but just go very lightly. All right, and then what I wanted to do was use this little thingy that Bonnie sent me. And it, you know, the spray, what's it called? What is the correct term for that? Because I always say the spray paint. Thank you guys for saying hi to Mr. William. Okay, and I'm not going to worry too much about the top because they're going to be stacked. But I'm just going to go over it lightly. Diane have like $2 Dollar Tree boxes if you want them to do what Rhonda is. Oh! Uh-oh, here comes the other kid. Comes the other one. What you want?
Can't see what you're doing. This is what you just made?
Mm-hmm.
That looks good.
Yeah, Karen, he said he enjoyed... Oh, he can answer because he'll get mad at me. Dustin said hi, everybody. Diane said, Lee, you gave me 2 sets.
What?
Did you come on my live with your hair like that? Did
No.
you see your hair?
No, I just messed it up. I went like that. I don't think that, at least.
Oh, that's funny.
Gotta look good for my fans.
Karen and Wanda said hi, Dustin.
Hi, guys. Girls.
Hi, ladies.
Ladies.
Ladies and gents, because you never know. Some men do like to craft. Karen, how did your crafting go? Wasn't that today? Your FaceTiming crafting? Was that today or did I just misinterpret? All right, guys, look at, oh my God. I'm so excited. All right, so we're gonna have to keep this out to do the blue. I'm not really sure if the blue will even hold up. Look at that. How nice is that? I like that. All right, so we got to move that out of the way for a moment. Move this out of the way. All right, so nobody told me what this was. I don't even know if I'm doing it correctly, guys. I should really be using this a lot more. Do you guys see me over here? Trying not to get my sweater, that's the problem. Look at, I did the top. I don't want to get my sweater. There it comes. All right, so I just sprayed it a little bit to give it like, see that? Did I do it right, guys? If I didn't do it right, please tell me. Yes, your face expression. Diane, I was so scared. Am I making a face, guys? That's terrible. All right, so let's do it again to the yellow box. I don't use it enough. That's the problem. All right, we're going to keep a serious face. Hello, Miss Claudia. You don't know if I did it right? Come on, Lee. You're supposed to know these things. Look what it does. Where's Miss Diane or Bonnie? She tells me all the time if I'm doing it right or I'm not. It looked like it was? Okay. Diane, do you not do it this way? Do you not do this? Lee's like, yeah, okay, girl, you're crazy. Probably poor Lee would have it in her face and everywhere else. Right, Lee? You should have seen me when I used to do it the other way. And Bonnie's like, oh no, girl, I will send you this. I'm doing a good job. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Lisa. Bonnie, as you could tell, I don't use it much. Not as much as I should. Probably. I used to get it all over the place. I've had it all over my glasses before. Okay, I didn't want too much, just some speckles to make it look old. You see what I'm saying? And then you got the top. All right, so those two are done. Now we got to work on this blue. When I paint, when done, have every color on me. Me too. You should see when I paint. Vince gets so perturbed with me because I have it on the floor, I have it on my ladder, I have it all over my arms. I have it places that it's not supposed to be. And you know what I tell him? Don't worry. Be happy. I will clean it when I'm done. That's what I tell him. All right, so now with this one, we're all dried. Look, now it's grungy all by itself, just like that, because it's not that silly shining stuff. Ugh. Oh, we're not even going to worry about that right now. We are going to do it this side. All right, so it doesn't really matter which side is the first, which side is the last. Okay. So I'm just using my small little dauber. And we're going to still stick with the golden sunset because it's blue, so the black won't really show up. There, look at that. Awesome sauce. And we'll do this over here, just like so. So we got two on each side, okay? And I'm going to be using that little spritzer thing too, so then it will kind of grunge it up. All right, so we have country, we have old and early, and maybe live simple. Or welcome. Maybe we'll just do welcome or blessings. Blessings won't fit. Let's go back to doing the simplify, I guess. We'll do the one that we originated with and just be happy with it. Yes, Diane, that's what I'm using. That's what I used the first time, and I don't know why I questioned myself the second time. Silly goose. Did I try the chocolate bunny? Nope. You know why I didn't try the chocolate bunny? Miss Claudia, you just made chocolate covered pretzel sticks? Boy, you're getting to be a little baker, huh? I haven't even had a minute to even do my stuff. I got all these stencils, iron-ons to make t-shirts that talk about baking and all that stuff, and I haven't even had a minute. Someone ate it on you? No, it's in my bag. I didn't try it today because I had the fried pork chops. Betty Crocker, yeah, look at that. Look at you go, girl. Look at that, guys. Because of my diet. I made fried pork chops. Did you see my reel? My daughter is learning to make sourdough bread. Those bunny heads look delicious. Diane, I've been making all kinds of Easter candy. Easter candy and Easter cookie cakes. That's what I've been doing. Okay, so this is done. Let's get our black paint over here again. You're not going to really see it on the blue, but I'm going to do it a little bit. Your pork chops look delicious too. Diane, they were so good. So good. Woo, I never had fried pork chops in oil on a stove. But like I was telling the ladies, I don't think you were on here yet. I believe that has became my new favorite thing to do. You didn't see it? Girl, go check it out. My oldest son's making sourdough bread plus other things. Just made hot honey mustard. Ooh. Make sure it doesn't melt in your bag. Hopefully not. It's not like it's hot outside. We wouldn't know what that temperature feels like. Claudia, what are you making them for? Are you guys eating them? Or are you bringing them to work? What are you doing? Are you selling them? I don't even want to talk about cookie cakes. Laugh out loud. That was a disaster. Oh, I love making cookie cakes. You're talking about the pop cakes, right? Cake pops? I love making those. All right, so we are basically done with this little project here. We're just gonna put everything together. Just distressing my sides. Even though you can't really see it because it is dark, you're gonna be able to still see it. Okay, if that makes sense. When you're up close, you're gonna be able to see the darkness, but it's blue, so. All right, and then what I think I'm going to do is take my vintage oxide, but the photo one. I don't know if that will help or not. Darn it. You can see it? Oh, good, okay. Take my photo one, and I am going to go over the stars and the word with the photo oxide. And that will darken that up too. Oh, I gotta do this cover. Cover, cover, cover me blue. Cover me blue. Just going around the sides and the edges here. So the red one will obviously be at the bottom. The blue is going to be in the middle. And then the yellow is going to be at the top. So it's going to be small, medium, large. And I don't know if I should really glue them, but I don't think that they'll fall off. Look at that. I can't see in my camera. There you go. Look at that. Aren't they cute? Guys, I love all them. Be right back. Okay, Lee. All right, so what we're going to do now is just finish up our little guy over here. Get my garbage out of the way. Wash my hands off a little bit. Thank you, guys. I thought they came out really cute, and I'm so glad that I did change the blue, because the shiny blue was just like a no-go. Look at how stinking cute they are. These three colors are really my all-time favorite for primitive style. These three colors are the best colors. I really, really like these three colors together. All right, so now, since I washed my hands, we have to distress up my little star. So we made a primitive star, and he's gonna go on this little guy right here, on his little pole. Where's my oxide? I guess I could use this. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you, guys. I can't believe that I've waited this long to do this, because I got these during the summertime. Do you guys remember when I made the reel and I showed you everything I got at that one trip? And I just distressed him up. Now I am going to go in with some black and give him some dark spots on there. Maybe it can turn into a side hustle when I retire. That's my plan. Me too. Thank you, Karen. All right, so we're gonna glue. We're just gonna glue him to my little pole. Yeah, Claudia, that's what I've been doing. How do you think I've been getting orders? Yes, ma'am. I've been posting to TikTok. Look at, there you go, guys. Look at how simple, easy, and I'm gonna just have this little guy right here next to there, and that is completely done. We are done with this little creation, and that's just using some paint, some thrift store boxes. This little guy here I've actually got from a lawn sale, village garage sale. And that's all you got to do is just repurpose things. Go to the thrift stores, lawn sales, all that kind of things. Dollar Tree sells boxes. You don't even have to go thrifting. You can go right to the Dollar Tree. They have all different shapes, sizes. And even if you don't hit the Dollar Trees, Hobby Lobby sells the plain cardboard boxes that are stackable. You could do the same exact thing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. So besides the mishap last night, if I had used the proper blue and if my boxes would have, you know, taken the paint, we would have been done with this last night. But a little bit of distressing if you're into primitive style. Simple, easy way to go. Get yourself some stencils. I grabbed mine off of Farmhouse Stencils. She's right on Facebook. Very inexpensive for her stencils. And you get like multiple different things. All right. So I'm not that good yet to post it on TikTok. I'm practicing. There you go. Practice. I'm practicing. I'm practicing, girl. Do it. All right, guys, that's what I have for you guys tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. I'm super excited for tomorrow because it's hump day. 3 more days of work, guys, and I get a weekend off. All right, guys, have a great Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. For everybody that's not feeling well, prayers to all of you. Please keep us updated. Miss Karen, Miss Bonnie, Miss Lee, Miss Lisa. Hope everybody has a great night. Good night, guys.